Let's talk about retirement. Another study is out. We're having a hard time working the numbers. A lot of Americans can't afford to retire. On the story this morning to give us a little help, maybe some guidance moving forward so it doesn't happen to us, CEO at Decision Financial Services, Monika Hengesbach. Thanks for doing this again today.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Since we're telling stories about me, my grandpa, I remember, worked at Dow Chemical for 30 some odd years, operated a crane. He got a sweet deal when it came to retirement. Those deals aren't necessarily there anymore. A lot of companies, when it comes to 401ks, aren't even matching anymore. And we're just not putting the numbers together to put money away in this economy, are we?
No, we're not. It's actually, I was recently studying or did some studying, and they said that at the age of 67, we should have 10 times our annual salary saved for retirement. Oh. That's how much they're estimating we need to have to retire comfortably.
Well, there's some terrifying news.
Yeah, exactly. Have a great weekend, everybody.
I know, isn't it? Yeah, sorry to ruin your day.
I told my kids when they first started working, you got to start somewhere, though. You got to put a couple of bucks away. Is it too late? I mean, we need some hope, Monika.
It's not too late. What needs to happen is that we need to assess where we are currently. Look at what we do have in retirement. Maybe change our investment strategies. Maybe diversify within our 401k. We should start paying off our debt. Start working on paying off our debt. Start working at cutting our expenses. Start to do these things now so that when we do retire, we're in a better position.
Monika, what do you recommend? And I'm kind of in this, and maybe it's just me because I got a birthday coming up and I'm in my early 50s, so you think about it more. You're watching your parents' age and what their concerns are, that you start looking at, like, there's resources that you can do this where it's not just blind math or you're guessing, right? For instance, finding out kind of what your Social Security payments would be when you get to that age and doing that research. When do you recommend you really start digging in with that?
You know, truthfully, I recommend kids that are coming out of college and they're starting their job to start doing that. Now, for the rest of us, I'm myself included, who is in my 50s, who did not do any of that. I recommend that we look at what you said, pull out our Social Security, see how much we are estimated to receive.
Correct.
And at the time of retirement. If you retire early at the age of 62, you're not going to get as much as you would if you worked your full to 67 and a half years. So you want to kind of estimate what that amount of money is. And then look at your portfolio, how much money you do have in your 401k or your IRA or your Roth IRA. And what would be the required minimum distribution that you would be able to take. Then you know how much money you're going to have at the time of retirement. Then look at your bills and start cutting those now. Maybe make extra payments to your house if you have that extra money. Once we cut some of those unnecessary expenses, we'll have some residual income that we can put towards high interest rate credit cards or down on our home to start paying those off, so we can have less debt when we retire.
There it is. Some ideas. 10 times your annual.
I know.
The Monika Hengesbach is the CEO at Decision Financial Services. Great stuff. Thanks for your time today.
Of course. Thank you.